Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Mids offense will get the first possession of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fellow.
Offense set on first down. Try to get it to the edge. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Give to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run a design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
The offense starts with a short field. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Swings it out to the flat. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. And the Owls in the hurry-up. Now they'll run the draw. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd down play from the gun. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Owls are rolling down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Navy offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Navy. It is a great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their 4th option might be to pass the football.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. The option look. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's right on target. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Dumps it off in the flat. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Fast motion from the offense. To the ground with the back. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, limiting his carries.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought to the ground, but not...
Hey, man, I don't mind 1v1 later. Shoot me a request, man, because right now I'm playing a league game.
They knew you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to get to him. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline.
What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Now on the option. Now the pitch.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He caught it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to...
He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. He'll come out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Terrell. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the air one more time. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him this time. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control. To be able to hang in the air, but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick completion on the out route.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to throw it. Sends it downfield. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway.
Number 10, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The Owls headed quickly to the line. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Leaves it with the running back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 6th play of the drive coming up. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. From the gun on third down. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls. They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Not much. Gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Wide out in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Now adjusting. Got his man out of the backfield. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job.
And he's got it! Touchdown, midshipman!
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form or get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And the Owls are in the hurry-up. Running back goes in motion. On second down, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Trying to find his man on first down. Finds the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll fire. He's got it on the run. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the score side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Goes to the option. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Red pass, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They move the tight end all over. run it out of the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 35, he's loose. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll throw it on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last.
Got a lot of running room. Pass to Ted. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's looking to throw. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on third and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's open on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Temple lines up quickly.
They've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Going up top on first down. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Owls! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might
momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cade. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The give to the single back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They feed him again, and they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Motion from the offense. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Timeout, Temple.
Okay, ready? No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. The give on 4th down. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The inside handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked Poked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score Navy 38, Temple 32.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Alright, thanks everybody for watching as we move to 1-0 in conference play. And looks like we were the last game to be played, so we'll get moving here. So once again, thank you.